big brush. It's an experiment today. I don't know if it's going to work. I usually paint in miniature, and I have this A4 block of paper, and I saw on Instagram an artist painting this incredible sky, and I thought, I need to try. I need to try. So I'm just pre-wetting the paper. It's a gummed block, so I'm not too worried about buckling yet, but I just want to make sure that I've got a good surface to work on. I'll go in with some very juicy yellows, and just see, I probably should have pre-wet these paints a bit more, but we'll see how we go. Is a hair from one of the brushes, which is annoying. I have a vague idea of what to do, but not really a plan very much. That needs to be reflected down here in the water. Oops. Join me as I try and figure out what to paint. Okay, my favourite colour of all time, indigo. It's just beautiful. Happens when there's still colour in your brush. It's a shame. I think I just ruined that. So I'm using an oversized brush on purpose too, because I'm kind of like, I've never done this style before. I'm usually a, as you know, very miniature painter, so the only abstracts, the only big things I've done is abstracts. It's such a different process, it's amazing. didn't bring enough paper towel. I'll just go grab some more. We have more paper towel. Let's try and, oh, that's kind of cool. Okay, let's rinse that off. Interesting how this comes out, to be honest. Way out of the comfort zone, but that's exactly what I wanted to do today. Let's try something different. Let's always go for as different as we can. Very cool cloud shapes happening here. That's actually turned out pretty cool. I like that. Let's see if we can echo some of that down underneath here. Going in with Prussian blue now. Hopefully that's a little bit more forgiving for a, what's the word, ocean. I'll just mirror some of that in the sky a little bit, so does it look out of place? Whoops, don't like that. thing I don't like is these hairs from that large brush. That kind of didn't work very well. Oh, thank you. I just saw the message. This is such a different way to paint. I'm very not used to this. Not used to this scale, not used to this size. It's so big in comparison. This is, I guess, your standard A4 size. Even I'm trying to pick up the yellow and it's been contaminated by the blue, which is what I don't want. It's turning green and I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I love that this feels like the ocean. Doesn't have to look like the ocean, but it can feel like it. That worked out much better than I expected. Let's give you a size comparison. That's how much I normally paint that size, and I've just been able to translate a little bit onto something larger. That feels very, very cool. I don't like the green bit here. I wonder if I can fix that. Can I fix that? I might change my water because it looks disgusting and I can't get good colours with bad water. See if I can fix what's turned into a bit of a green monstrosity down the bottom there. Sadly, a little bit too green for my liking. So clean brush, let's take away, yeah, see that's just coming off green straight up. Let's try and remedy that, shall we? Yeah, we don't want that. We want yellow, people, we want yellow. What happens when you mix blue and yellow together? They make green if you're not careful. It's okay, some of the, I guess, highlights being that shade, but that's pretty cool, I think. Like, I got some of those similar colours in the sky, which was nice. Definitely got this feeling of, yeah, the balance is right. There's enough going on in the sky with the clouds to counteract the balance of the water, which is quite calm. Now for the best bit. Yeah. Let's see if this peels off without any protest. Let me clean this up first, that's gross. Wish I had my old wooden table back. Watercolour and white really doesn't work well together. Right, let's start with this side, shall we? That's pretty satisfying. Very good. And then number 2. This is delightful. No problem. That's pretty cool. That worked out really well, actually. I'm quite pleased. It's a little bit murky in here, that's okay, but that sky is quite phenomenal. I would normally like to go in and add kind of like that lightning effect, that abstract. I really like it. What do you think? I think the sky is too busy. If I do that, it's going to take away from the clouds, so I don't think I'll add my signature lightning. But like, I just love how like the comparison, it's so tiny. Like this one is I don't even know, like 25 times smaller than that one, and I was able to get the same feel even though I haven't done big ones before. That's pretty cool. I really like that. I like that I got the pinks and the oranges. That was actually my favorite bit, was doing the sky, because I feel like this little section here is like the Milky Way kind of creeping over as though you were in a time lapse. I like that. There is this little section here though. Can I get that up without destroying it? That's pretty cool. Well, let's I'm gonna make this one sit over there for now and they can dry. And I'm going to make a miniature just for the print club. Now, I don't do prints, but this year it's a new year and I'm still not going to do prints. Technically. Where is I had all these sheets of paper cut up ready for me to go. Do you think I can find where they are? No. Am I disorganized? Yes. Ta-da! That's okay. We've got it. Yeah. I don't make prints of any original work that I sell. So if you've got the original, there's no prints of it ever. But for my letter club, I thought I send out an original twice a year, and I thought in the other times maybe it'd be nice to make a print that is only for the letter club and no one else, because these guys have been with me from the start in my letter club, and I love that they love these letters. It's one of my favorite things. So I thought I might do a letter, a print just for those that do the letter. So I might use this as a template as well later on. Should I go that size, which is like the more traditional like width, or should I go thinner? So this is for the print club for this year. So only those that get the snail mail ever get prints. And I'll never sell the original. That's my kind of thing. If you have an original of mine, it's not printed ever. So the prints are only for those in the print club, and I will keep the original forever and ever and ever, ever. But I don't know whether to go to like a more traditional, or whether I should, because I quite like the thin format. Should I go a bit thinner? How would that look? I think I'm going to go a bit thinner, just because it's a format that I particularly like, and it kind of, no, I do like it. I might do it. In the end, it's not that big a deal, Keturah. Lives are not at risk if you don't decide to do that. These are going to be fun, because I'm going to do one for 10 months out of the year, and April and October, or March and October, I can't remember. So it coincides with the print, with my the release of my originals on the website. I will send those in the Snail Mail Club, an original miniature, an original tiny treasure. So this is going to be fun, this little project. Painting out these miniature landscapes just for the letter club. So I might write that so it's in the middle. So what have I got? This is it. This is the Snail Mail Club. And this is January 2026. This is the first one. I need to get the measurements right though, don't I? No, that's spot on. That is spot on. Wonderful. So I remember the measurements. Okay, what am I going to do? I am feeling colourful. Let's go some colour. We have some wonderful pigments here. I'm going the yellow first. Let's do colour, colour, colour. So much colour. Just love this combination of colour. Just think it's very beautiful, and it works so well together. pretty. Going back to the just love how you can play with colour in such a small, and you can see I'm much more confident with this than I am with the big colour palette or the big colour format. But this one is drying beautifully, and those clouds, they're just very, very satisfying. See if I can, will that come off? No, I've left that too long, it's already dry. Okay, I've got my template. I think I am going to maybe hand embellish all the prints with the gold, so that way I can kind of control. Yeah, I think I might do that. That's actually pretty cool. I like that. I might do that. That way they've got that like little measure of originality about it, because that's one thing I don't want. I don't want just to become a printing machine of my work. I don't know, maybe that's a silly business model or something, I don't know, but I just want, craving originality, craving some kind of human imperfection or something, to know that it's, you know what, I think I'm going to do that for this print club run. Yeah, this is I'm not going to use this particular one, but I'm going to do something very, very similar. I'm going to redo this for the print club. So that's the Prussian in there. Yeah, I will redo this. And I won't include the gold elements on the original, they will just be on the print for the snail mail. That's a perfect idea. Okay. So that was a good little experiment for me. So I've got my measurements. So this would be similar to the first print of the Snail Mail Club. See, that's not even, because it's the wrong kind of paper. See, that's what happens when I don't use proper paper. Tools matter, people. Your tools matter. Yep. See, it's the wrong paper, and so it's bleeding on the edges. Nothing wrong with this tape. It's 100% the paper, and it's tearing. It's the paper. But it's a great little template for my first of the ideas. That's actually that's been really useful, like for my head, to be honest. So I wonder if I have a spare. Do I have the spare around? So I just sent out the Snail Mail Club, and I don't have the letter, but I folded it up into like the old Victorian folding. It was really fun to do. It took me forever. But in that mailing, everyone got the blue miniatures, which they're super cute. So everyone got a completely different one. So with the print club, what I'm going to do is the miniatures will go out twice a year, March and April. No, sorry, March and October. You'll get like the proper tiny treasure, the ones that I paint specifically. These ones don't ever get repeated or printed ever. Just that sparkle, especially under this light. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but it's just fabulous, like grainy sparkle. I love it. I love it. And this one's actually quite pretty. These two, it surprised me how much I liked these. It just reminded me of hiking in Tassie. Just the sparkle in the snow and being in that misty, cold, frosty environment. I just love it. These aren't listed yet. I haven't put these on the website yet. Oh, and this one I really like. And I'm not a pink person, go figure. Look at that, that is super cool, like that sparkle. I don't know, you can see it in that light, it's just lovely. The mountain ranges. That's pretty cool. My abstracts, I love these. They're one of my favourites to do. This one I don't love as much, but it reminds me of, it's like, I think, don't think it was a movie, I think it was like a documentary or something, but I've never been to Florida, and I know they probably don't have these trees in Florida, but kind of those swampy areas where there's lots of crocodiles, or alligators, I think you call them. That's what I think of when I think of this one. I don't know why. Maybe it's the grass, and maybe it's the whole there's something in the water. Way too imaginative. Yeah, and that one's cool too. I like her. So these I'll have to put up on the website maybe next week, not this time. Look at them, they're so cute. There are so many. Love them, I love them. Okay, so if you like prints and you want a mini print for 10 months out of the year, sign up to my Quiet Post Club. That's on my website. If you love something original and not to be repeated, and you know it's only yours, then my tiny treasures are on the website. I do block miniature releases, and that's where they are all like mounted on blocks, and I don't have any examples on my desk, so you're just gonna have to trust me. You can sign up for the email list there. But this is what we did together today. So I'm very pleased with how this turned out. It worked out better than I thought, considering how massive it is. Like, let's just take a moment to appreciate how big this is in comparison. Like, that's a miniature, and that's the size that I tried to attempt, and I'm happy to say that it worked. So, yay, 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 yay. Thank you for joining me, and we'll see you again in our next one.